everyone, welcome to Epic Gen Table Talk. Have you ever wondered how brands and influencers always make everything look so perfect? Well, that's called the magic of public relations, or PR for short. Today, we're uncovering the secrets behind PR and how you can use these skills to create your own personal brand. Okay guys, how are we doing?
Good.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. So let's start with something we all deal with, our online image. What's one thing you guys do to always keep a good image online?
For me, I mainly just avoid posting anything that's could be inappropriate or controversial or anything like that. Those are things that I would rather just not have on the internet forever. So I just like to stick to the safer side whenever I want to post about something.
Yeah, that's really good. For me, I really care about my privacy. So whenever someone follows me or sends me a request, I always make sure I know the person, or I check with my friends to see if I know them, because if not, then why would I want to follow them back?
No, I get that. For me, it's kind of the opposite because I'm a performer, so if I want to get out there, I have to put myself out there, so I can't really control who follows me or not. But if I see something that's like somebody tries to message me, I'll be like, delete. But yeah, for the most part, I just try to keep everything stuck to my art, music, acting, table talk.
Yeah.
And that's it. I don't really do much else.
That's nice.
Yeah. What about you, Tristan?
I don't really have social media, but I guess if I did, I would try not to reveal too much personal information. And maybe, like you said, stay away from the conversations, or the controversies, not conversations. Controversies, we don't want that. That can end up really bad.
Yeah. Controversies? No. Next, let's talk about, speaking of controversies, let's talk about influencers. Who's an influencer that you guys follow that has done something that you've liked?
I can start again. The first thing that comes to mind is Kim Kardashian, and she definitely has a lot of controversies. But her loungewear clothing line Skims, what I like, or what she's done recently, is when she has the product campaigns and the photo shoots, she gets celebrities or actors or other influencers who are really trending at the time, and they do the modeling for her clothes, and it always generates so much conversation online, and it's just really cool to see that. It's just a really smart way of marketing that I think is really interesting.
It's good marketing. Bringing people, so other people know.
Yeah,
I think that's really smart. For me, she's not really an influencer. She's actually a singer. So for me, it's Jhené Aiko. I really love her music, but she posts so much about her mental health, and it relates to a bunch of people, and she spreads positivity, which I feel like a lot of teens like us need, because a lot of people are negative right now.
Yeah,
inspiration
So,
is important.
yeah, that's why I really like positivity.
For me, I don't really follow influencers that much, I'll be honest, but one that I've seen around a lot is Spencer, I'm not gonna pronounce his last name right, Spencer Barbosa.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's all over TikTok. If you know, you know. She's all about female positivity,
Body
positivity, looking beautiful inside and out, and supporting that. Which I just think that's really awesome that she's influencing something other than just, hey guys, I'm pretty. She's actually influencing something useful to youth or anybody.
Exactly. I think I really like her.
Yeah.
She's so sweet.
What about you, Tristan?
They're not quite influencers, but my favorite K-pop group, BTS. They do post a lot, and like you guys said, they do mention their mental health, and they're always trying to get people to love themselves. One of my biggest favorite things, self-love. They're always talking about their own mental health, trying to get people, to love themselves more than ever. They say you can't love someone else without loving yourself first. And their songs.
Right?
Yeah.
That's really nice. That's so inspirational.
Right?
Anyone can take now. It's really nice.
Now, aside from other people's brands, let's think about our own personal brands. What is one word that you describe your own personal brand as?
For me, I think it would be kindness, because I like to bring kindness anywhere, because you never really know if anyone's having a bad day. So I always smile, and regularly they'll smile back, and I just feel like that just makes me happy, and it makes the other
Yeah.
person happy.
Like, who next?
If I had a personal brand, I think my one word to describe it would be creativity. Since I'm also an artist, but in like the drawing, painting
That's
side
nice.
of things. So I think that's definitely what I would focus my content around.
When it comes to like being online, or I guess just in general, I would say performing or performance, because that's kind of really what I show of myself online, or mostly to anybody. So yeah.
That's nice.
I mentioned this earlier. Self-love. It's
Yes,
one word because
period.
there's like
It's hyphenated.
yeah. Self-love. You know, it's like mental health is a huge thing. It's really important, and since I have a good mental health, I think I want to promote it even more.
That's really nice.
You guys all have such great insights, and it's great to see how we can use PR in our day-to-day lives as well. But we're gonna take a quick break, but right after this, we'll be back with a special guest PR expert who will share with us some secrets and tips on how you can improve and create your own personal brand. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Epic Gen Table Talk. Our guest today is a PR expert who has worked with the country's top talents and Hollywood's biggest film productions. She is well known for her out-of-the-box thinking and elevating her clients' brands to the next level. Please welcome the founder of Project 4 Public Relations, Amira de Vera.
Yay! Thank you guys for having me. I'm so excited to be part of this very cool table.
Of course. Thank you for joining us today. So now let's get started. Let's start with the basics. So what does PR mean, and what's a typical day look like for you as a PR expert?
So PR, like you said, it stands for public relations. So really that's what it is. It's about having the public trust you as a public figure or a product or a brand. But in my line of work, I do entertainment PR. So we work with specific talent like actors, musicians, and basically our job is to make them look good and that people always see the best side of them. So whether it's their talent or their projects, but also a little bit of their personality that they showcase online or on interviews. And then in terms of what my daily day-to-day looks like, it's really different every time. That's the exciting part about this career, is that it's always different. But on a typical day, I'm talking to journalists, I'm helping my clients come up with what to post online. We're always trying to find ways to make sure that they're out there in the best light possible.
That's really interesting to hear. Now I'm wondering, with so many influencers out there, what specific things make people stand out and become successful in such a crowded space?
I mean, I think, and you guys talked about it when you were having your discussion, but I think the best thing is to be authentic. And I know that word is a bit overused sometimes, but it is really true because people can see right through us if we're being fake online. And I think a lot of the times they resonate with what makes you really different in a unique way. So I think staying true to your authentic self is really important to stand out, because we're all different. We all have our own things that we offer, whether it's art, whether it's performance, whether it's cooking, that will really stand out in your content. And then I think it's also, being consistent with posting things online. A lot of the times there's so much noise, like you said, online. There's too many things that we're looking at. So it's about keeping consistent and always posting things. And just having fun with it and being positive. I think that sends the right message without being fake. I mean, I think it's good to be vulnerable online, but I think keeping it upbeat and different. But I think that's really what helps a lot of people who are out there stand out.
Now, you've also worked with some big names. What is a piece of advice you'd give to somebody who's trying to build their own strong personal brand?
I think back to the authentic self, I think that's a big thing for, what I tell my clients all the time is to really stay true to who you are. And again, to cut out the noise online is just find what makes you unique. You know, we all have that one thing that makes us unique. There could be 100 singers, but what's different about you? I mean, look at someone like Sabrina Carpenter. Like, there's something about her that's different, that's unique, you know? And I think she's done a really good job with, you know, standing out. Taylor Swift, another, you know, big one. I mean, her brand is so clear. And we really know what she stands for and what she writes about. So I think it's finding what is very unique about you and letting that translate online and in your media interviews and basically what you present in public. And, you know, find something that's fun to post. I think, you know, I mean, let's face it, social media is very visual, so you still want it to look interesting and good. So I think that's when our creative juices kind of flow. And I think that's the fun part about social media and content creation is that you can be as creative as you want to be with it, whether it's, you know, I don't know, making like fun videos or like parodies or whatever, just something that like people are gonna find entertaining.
Well, speaking about being vulnerable online, social media can really have an impact on your mental health. So do you have any advice on how teens can maintain a positive online image while also maintaining their own mental health?
Yeah, and that's a big conversation because, I mean, you guys grew up with social media and that's really rough because you basically live in a society where you're posting things online and you're waiting for people to basically rate your post, which is really tough on your mental health. And I think it can be used in a positive way where, you know, you can really use your online platform to inspire others. So I think one of the first things is, you know, staying positive online. I think vulnerability is great and of course be honest, but you know, stay positive and follow positive accounts that inspire you because there's so much out there. So how do you decipher what's good for your mental health or not? So the minute that you feel that, oh, this account is making me feel icky or it's making me feel sad, unfollow. That's the best thing about social media is that we have the freedom to just unfollow people. And I do like what you said earlier about, you know, your privacy online is very important. So it's fielding the people that are following you because that also affects you. It's they may comment something that isn't, you know, great for your mental health, right? Take breaks from social media. That's allowed. I think a lot of the times we think that we always have to be online, but you can take a break. That's okay to do too, because sometimes it's a lot. And yeah, I think it's just really about, you know, just making sure that you are checking yourself the minute that you feel like, oh, I don't know if this is making me feel good anymore. Because online conversations can be really rough. Like you said, there's a lot of controversies online. So, you know, make sure that you really pick things that bring joy to you and not necessarily bring stress to your life. We don't need that. So, yeah.
You really do need to see that positivity online. Well, thanks for those great answers. Coming up after the break, we'll be trying out some real-life PR scenarios ourselves. So stay tuned.
Welcome back. Now we're going to be having some fun with role playing. Okay guys, so there's a scenario in this bowl and we have to choose one and read it and we have to see what we would do in one of these situations.
Yay, I'm excited for you guys.
I'm scared, but it's okay.
All right, you want to pick first?
Oh God.
What scandal are we getting today? Drum roll.
Keep you in suspense.
Okay.
Do you want me to read it out first?
Yeah, read it out loud.
An influencer with a large following is facing backlash after a video surfaces showing them making insensitive remarks.
Oh. Okay, what would you do in that situation if you were the influencer?
I mean, the most basic thing, the thing you should do every time something goes wrong, apologize. Like, sincere apology. Maybe try it. Try and clear things up of what was actually happening. Or if you're being a fake celebrity, which I probably wouldn't have been, you would like lie about that, but saying, oh, I never did that. I would just be very specific, apologizing for what I did, taking responsibility, maybe like explaining what happened. If there's any backstory, like maybe someone was like making me say something that sounded like that, or someone was like bending my words in that situation of the video.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people do that. Like just in
Yeah.
general, I feel like a lot of celebrities say something, but then people switch their words, and then they have to be sorry for it when they didn't even mean it that
People
way.
are just wanting to make all the drama and controversies, scandals.
Exactly.
But I love that you said apologize right away, because that's my number one advice for. Hopefully none of my clients are gonna have a scandal anytime soon, but that's always my number one advice is apologize right away, because the longer that you don't speak out about it, the more people are gonna talk about, oh my God, what did she do or what did he do? So love that, A+. A+ on that.
Also, if you just like, you don't apologize, but you are talking about the situation, saying, oh, I never did anything. Nothing's my fault. People are gonna see it and they'll be like, but you did.
Exactly,
There's video proof.
Yes.
Just apologize, just own up to it. It's just gonna make everything a lot easier.
Exactly. And I think that's the best thing that you can do. And then to add to that, one of the things that I would advise is whatever controversy that is, that you're in trouble for, maybe pick a charity where you're sort of giving back to that particular charity. So if you were caught bullying someone, partner with an anti-bullying campaign, say you've learned from this, and then move forward with that promise that you're gonna make that change. Because I think that's how the public starts to trust you again, is if you're actually taking a responsibility for your actions, but also what are you gonna do about it? Because it's one thing to say sorry, but it's another thing to just be like, okay, fine, I'm sorry, and then move on, so. But A+. All right, your turn.
I'm scared. How do you beat A+?
Everyone gets an A+, guys.
I mean, I've got an A++ before.
Okay.
Someone's getting an A++. Oh no.
A new company just released a self-driving car, but it is malfunctioning and keeps running red lights. I'd probably first thing I'd do is recall that car and apologize. But I would say refund the people that did purchase. But if I'm a new company, I'm probably not rich enough to refund all those cars. So probably just, you guys get to have it repaired for free, I guess.
Or for a discount.
Yeah, for a discount, you get your card. For a discount, you get your car to stop running red lights.
25% off. There you go. No, love that. That's brilliant because again, owning responsibility. Recalling is the first thing because you don't want those cars running around in the streets anymore. Offering something back to the consumer, just letting them know that okay, we owe you something. So maybe free cars. I don't know, maybe free whatever, something that offers something to them. And then one more thing I would add is maybe have your CEO make a statement apologizing and really being transparent about why this happened. I think a lot of the times people just kind of make assumptions, but if you're like, oh, well, maybe in this production, line, we didn't foresee this happening. So being honest is also a really good thing to add there, but A+. A++.
Maybe you just made a mistake. You forgot to do a part of the car's functioning, and then you gotta be like, okay, I'm gonna solve this no matter how hard it takes. I will solve it and get it back to right.
And make those cars stop running red lights.
Exactly.
Solve the issue that caused this whole problem.
They were colorblind.
Exactly.
Perfect.
I feel like what else you could do, if the car's running red lights, that's serious safety issues, you could make a whole video documentary or something about those scientists and engineers you have. They're working to fix the problem, and that's gonna build so much of the trust back.
Yes.
Because otherwise, who's ever gonna buy your car again?
Exactly. I love that. I love focusing on the actual problem, but turning into a positive.
Yeah.
And the documentary thing, that's really cool because I feel like you could really oh, here it's really safe. Here's how we make it. It's not gonna run red lights anymore, guys. So
Hopefully not, at least.
Hopefully not. Yay. All right.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay, I guess I'll go for this one. Oh. An A-list celebrity has been caught in a scandal at a public event.
Oh no.
Okay. Again? See, now this can go a bunch of different ways. So I think I would call my manager or something like that to see oh, what should I do? because like maybe I didn't mean to do that thing, or maybe I was mad and I accidentally said something wrong. So it really depends on the situation, but I think I would call my manager or like the PR manager basically and say, oh, like what should I do? What do I post? Do I post anything?
Yeah.
Because I feel like a bunch of people, yeah, exactly, apologize too if someone did get hurt. And I feel like a lot of people, when they're in a scandal, they don't really post a lot about it.
Yes.
So
Avoid it.
They
Which is
want
even
to
worse.
worse.
It
Exactly.
creates drama within everyone else. Like people start finding out
Exactly.
because it spreads. But if you apologize, people know, oh, they're taking responsibility.
Yes, exactly. And there's videos. Like if someone got videos of whatever scandal it is, it's gonna spread online.
I mean, photos are easier to be photoshopped though. That's why videos are more proof because it's harder to Photoshop the videos unless you have like AI to do all that stuff.
which
Not
is
Photoshop,
which
Videoshop.
can happen. It could be AI generated videos, but I like the idea of calling your team first and just taking a moment because I also think sometimes when something like that happens, you panic.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh my god, I have to go on my Instagram stories or my TikTok and like talk about this, and then you start to stumble your words, and then it gets worse.
Yeah.
So I think taking a moment and then issue a statement. Maybe talk about how, hey, like I know this ownership again. This thing happened over the weekend, and I know a lot of you saw the video or the photos, but this is actually what happened. And if I offended anyone, I'm sorry. So again, taking ownership.
yeah, taking accountability is like a big part as a celebrity. Like I feel like a lot of people, like some people might do it, but then they fake it, and it doesn't seem real. So whenever like, I don't even know, like James Charles,
Oh yes.
like before. Like I don't know. It didn't feel real to me.
I completely agree with you. There's something off about it. And that's what we were talking about earlier about being authentic online, because people can see through it.
Yeah.
Especially if you've built a following that knows you and knows kind of your personality. I think when you start faking it, you're like,
Or like getting the company to write it for you because they sound different than you, and also they're probably more formal. Specific. Of course, you want to be formal, but they're probably like more like.
Something you would write in an essay.
Like discussing the issue as in, this is what happened. I am dearly sorry. I will never repeat this again. Very robotic sound.
Yes.
Because it's like the manager's trying to clear it up for you. You should take your own responsibility. Of course, you need to like check with the manager, make sure everything's okay. But like,
yes.
don't like get them to write all of the apology.
Yeah.
It's your apology.
Exactly. I also think that a lot of the times when someone else is writing it for you, you don't feel sorry. Like you're just like, okay, write it for me. And then you're kind of just like saying the script and it doesn't really mean anything to you. So I feel like you're gonna repeat the same mistake probably and you didn't learn from it. But I think having your own apology, even if you're like stumbling upon your words, I think that even makes it better.
It's more authentic.
Exactly.
More authentic. And again, we're all humans. We all make mistakes. We're all gonna make mistakes. And I think owning up to that and saying that makes you more human and people will understand it better.
Relatable celebrities.
Relatable celebrities. I mean, there's quite a lot of them, some not so much. All right. That was great.
turn.
Love it. Your turn.
Okay.
Ooh.
She did not like that
we
one.
don't like that one. We're not talking about that one.
You gotta kick it out.
An influencer with a large following is facing backlash after a lipstick brand they collaborated on is making people break into hives.
Ooh.
I feel like I've heard about this happening before. I feel like the car scenario immediately warned people, don't stop using it, put out some kind of announcement, and then immediately I would start making refunds to everyone who purchased this lipstick and then faced a reaction, full refund, and then I would be like, maybe to inspire people to come back to my brand, I'd be like, so sorry, but here's a coupon. Come back next time when we fix their lipstick. Yeah. I'd be I would say sorry, obviously, but also I'd be this is serious, people are having reactions to my product, and that is something that I will work on to make sure it never happens again. And I think the biggest thing is reparations and just like fixing the problem.
Yeah. And I love what you said earlier about the documentary thing. So maybe another one where like you're in the beauty factory or something and you're like, okay, this was the part that we think may have caused something, and so we're trying different ingredients instead this time. And again, like you said, being as apologetic and giving them something, maybe free lipstick or
Your coupon.
The new lipstick that doesn't give you hives.
exactly.
New and improved. The better version.
The hiveless lipstick.
Yes.
They should just do a new name. Hiveless lipstick. Sponsored by celebrity name.
I love it. Guys, we're all PR pros now. I feel like I should just hire all of you and then we're gonna just help all the celebrities with their scandals, okay?
That would be fun.
Make sure no cars run red lights.
No drama happens.
No drama, no
hives.
lipsticks, no hives. Well, lipsticks, but no hive lipsticks. And no cars that run red lights. We're good. We're gonna run the world.
Oh my gosh, we're never gonna get canceled again. That was so much fun. Thank you again, Amira, for teaching us so much about building your personal brand and handling PR situations. Remember, you have the power to shape your own story. Keep being awesome, and we'll see you here next time at
Epic Gen Table Talk.